I'm gonna be making the most delicious egg salad sandwich, or a Tamago Sando. It is a Japanese style egg salad sandwich. I'll be making the bread completely from scratch, and I'm gonna show you how to get a really nice, fluffy Japanese deli style bread at home. The first step in making the Hokkaido milk bread is a tongjong, or a flour and water paste. Making this paste adds an extra depth of moisture into the bread, which makes it extra fluffy once it's baked. Now we're using bread flour here. Bread flour has a slightly higher protein level, and so it is better to build gluten to create that beautiful stretchy dough and chew in a Hokkaido milk bread. So we've got about 35 grams of flour. And then I've also got about 175 mils of just cold tap water. And I'm going to bring it up to a boil and make sure to whisk, 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 whisk. After just about 2-3 minutes, you're gonna get a really floury, custardy paste just like this. And you want to wait for this to reach room temperature before you make your bread dough. In the stand mixer, what I've just done is I combined flour, sugar, salt, yeast. I started off with a paddle. I waited a little bit for the dough to knead first before I added some lukewarm milk. Also our tongjong, or our floury paste that we made earlier. And then whack it for maybe 10 minutes to knead on the dough hook. I waited a little bit for the dough to knead first with the dough hook before I added the rest of the butter in. Now that I've combined all of my dough together and I've got a mixture that looks something like this, I'm going to tip it out onto my mixing bowl and let it prove in a warm place with a tea towel or some plastic wrap over the top until it doubles in size, or around 2 hours. Once the dough has risen, we can bash the air out and then shape it into our square loaf tin. I've got a special baker's loaf tin here. You see, it's a perfect square with the lid, so that I'll get a perfect square sandwich loaf. This is a wet, sticky dough, and that's because of the high hydration in this dough and also the softened butter. If you're having a really hard time shaping the dough, then just do what I'm doing and sprinkle on some more flour as you're kneading it. Now that I've got my dough, I'm first gonna shape it into a nice ball. And then once I've got a nice ball, oh, it feels really nice, this dough, I'm gonna shape it into 3 dough balls. So I've just divided all of the dough balls into around 250, 260 grams each. I'm going to shape them into 3 separate doughs. Now that I've got 3 dough balls, I'm going to shape each one into a long rectangle. You can either just use your hands or use a rolling pin to help. Once you've got a nice rectangle, it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to lift the lower third and fold it over. I'm gonna lift that top part and fold it over. Press down again, and then I'll do this one more time. Roll, 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 until I get a nice shape like this in the very end. And then once that's done, you can pop it directly seam side down into your loaf tin. In the end, this is what your dough should look like. So the 3 different dough balls form together to create one sandwich loaf. And it's okay if it looks a little bit rough now, because the dough is going to rise again for the 2nd time. And this time you're looking for it just to fill a little bit more up the loaf tin. So set this aside, put it in a warm place, wait maybe 30 minutes up to an hour, just until it's risen slightly. It's been about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and you can see that my dough has risen almost to the top of the loaf tin. It looks something like this. I'm going to pop the lid back on. I have my oven preheated at 175 degrees Celsius. I'm going to pop it in to bake for around 25-30 minutes. So my Hokkaido milk bread has been baking for around 25 minutes. I know it's done because when I take the lid off, it's a beautiful golden brown color. on the inside. I'm going to carefully flip it out onto the wire rack, and that's going to need to fully cool, depending on the temperature of your room, maybe about an hour or two. For this egg salad sandwich, we of course need to boil some eggs. Now I'm boiling 3 eggs. 2 of them are going into the filling all chopped up, and the last one, I want a slightly more soft boiled egg to slice right through the middle, so when I have my 2 sandwich halves, there's half of an egg on each sandwich. So for the hard boiled eggs, I'm going to boil them for around 8 to 9 minutes, and then for the slightly soft boiled one, I'm going to take it out of the boiling hot water at around 6 minutes. The medium boiled egg is coming out now after 7 minutes, and those other eggs are just going to need another 2 or 3 more minutes. And then I'll let them cool slightly, and then I can peel them. I'm going to try this trick that Jeremy taught me to peel eggs. So in a small mug, I'm just putting a small amount of water in, and then with my hard-boiled eggs, I'll pop them into the mug, uncracked, cover them with my hand, and then just give it a really good shake and get water everywhere at the same time. So now my egg looks something like this, and I can peel it. With the medium boiled egg, I'm just going to slice it in half. Moment of truth. Beautiful. So I didn't want it too runny because I don't want that yolk making the sandwich really, really wet. This is exactly what I want. And then with the rest of the hard-boiled eggs, I'm just going to mash it in a bowl with a fork. I want the egg salad mixture slightly chunky. So once I've gotten to this point, I'm gonna add in some of my wet ingredients. I've got some finely chopped spring onions, got a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This will complement the flavor of the Kewpie mayonnaise. Now, Kewpie mayonnaise is a Japanese brand of mayonnaise. It uses apple cider vinegar instead of white distilled or malt, so it has this extra acidity to it, which is really nice with the creamy boiled eggs. I've also got some salt, a bit of white pepper, and also some mustard just to give it a little bit of an extra kick and a depth. And I'm just going to combine all of these ingredients into the bowl. And that's it. That is your very simple egg salad mixture. Now I'm going to slice the Hokkaido milk bread or shokupan that I made earlier. Beautiful, super fluffy Hokkaido milk bread. Okay, so now it's time to just build our sandwiches. I'm going to place the 2 eggs, yolk facing down, right on the middle, and then I'm going to pack in that egg mixture all around the egg. And there is your Tamago Sando with the homemade Hokkaido milk bread. Favorite part of any video? The taste test. So what I'm looking for is a sandwich that takes me back to the 7-Elevens or the convenience stores in Japan. The bread in this sandwich is what really makes the difference. It's pillowy, it's slightly sweet, but with that really savory filling. If you like this video, leave it a comment, give it a like, and I'll see you next time on Flavour Fridays. I want to know what your favorite supermarket sandwich is. Is it an egg salad sandwich like in the convenience stores, or in a different type of filling according to where you're from? Let me know in the comments below.